Lagos, Nigeria, the city of dreams, the city where art and culture collide. And as we know, art comes in different forms.
For me, Henna translates to the kind of art that I like and I enjoy.
So I got this semi-permanent tattoo because I just wanted to feel good. I just want to feel love within me.
Over the years, she has become a go-to for women who want to express something personal on their skin and through it.
Her skills are exceptional.
When I saw the finished work, it was like, wow, it's beautiful.
But henna wasn't always her dream. In the beginning, Tara saw herself somewhere else entirely.
She's good not to play professional, even abroad. She was that good, very, very, very good. But when she was on the field, I have a rest of mind that something good was coming out that match.
Tara's evolution didn't happen in isolation. It was built with friends who challenged her, teammates who pushed her, and clients who trusted her. This is their story too. A story shaped by friendship, rooted in love. About fighting for dreams and learning to let them evolve.
Once a player, always a player. Don't play.
This is Omotara Tomisin.
My name is Omotara Nafisat Oluwatomisin. I'm a professional henna artist, a wax therapist, and I do semi-permanent tattoos. Growing up in Yaba was quite challenging a bit because of where I came from. My parents struggling to cater for everybody.
Tara grew up the eldest daughter in a family of 5. From a young age, she understood that if she wanted more, she would have to build it herself. And like many children raised under challenging circumstances, she found some comfort elsewhere.
My favorite childhood memory would be doing well in school and then getting reward for that.
One of the people who remembers that early version of Tara is her former teacher, Mr. Falaye.
Going on to 34 years of teaching, I entered the service in 1991. I've taught at grammar school at Domo Senior, Total Girls, that's the junior school, Nadibola Baptist Junior High School. I'm now here at Obele Community Senior as a principal. Omotara came across as somebody, unusually for that age, somebody who was very focused and intelligent. And that shone through almost immediately.
Tara wasn't just a brilliant student. There was something else.
Omotara was a trained footballer. She represented the school in so many football competitions.
When I was growing up, I was a fan of Ronaldo, and that even made me love Man United.
Her journey into football didn't start on a pitch. It started in a compound surrounded by boys and a ball that needed chasing.
I remember one time they were short of players. They needed somebody to adopt to one of the teams. I was there just playing, maybe with sand or something. They told me to stay back the posts. Let me be there to secure the post for them.
And that's how it began. Day after day, Tara played until one afternoon in 2009, someone important was watching.
I was playing on the streets just as usual. So he had an office just right where I was playing. I didn't know some people were watching from up there. The security guard came and said they need you to come upstairs. When I went there, it was the general manager of the company there. He asked me questions. Apparently, they've been talking about, you can't tell me that's a girl playing in the midst of guys and she's playing wonderfully. So the man took interest, asked me to get my mom, and then said he's going to sponsor me to a professional football academy because I never had one. So he took me to stadium. He registered me with Puma FC.
His name was Richard Ogundele. We couldn't reach him in time to tell this story. But when Tara was just 13, he made a decision that changed everything. He chose to believe in her, and he sponsored her football dreams. Still, Tara had one more person to convince, her mother.
She didn't want me to do it as a girl. She did support, but because of when people talked to her about it, she let it be.
In football, joining an academy can be everything. It's not just training, it's a path, a possibility. And Tara knew this.
I was playing on the streets and getting to like an academy that will see you through the journey. They know the best in this area. They can link you up to maybe international teams and all. So it was good and I was really hoping for the best at that time.
And it worked. Her game leveled up. She was faster, smarter, more confident. And soon, her school began to take notice.
I went to government-owned schools, and government-owned schools face one another playing this competition to win a cup for the principal. So that's why it's called Principal Cup. I met Mr. Falaye in 2011 when I got into like senior secondary school. He was my school teacher, accounts teacher. He was the one in charge of our football team, like a supervisor. So he was always there and I was one of the best football players because you hardly see like good teams put together in one school. So I was one of their best.
As brilliant and intelligent as she was equally very good at sports, especially football. She's good not to play professional, even abroad. She was that good.
Omotara was a trained footballer as her then. She represented the school in so many football competitions. There were two who were great footballers then, herself and one other girl, Taiwo. But when she was on the field, I have a rest of mind that something good was coming out of that match.
Tara's teachers and coaches saw something special in her. The drive, the discipline, the consistency, and eventually, it paid off.
I played professionally in Division 2, I think in 2014. Division 2 is like a Nigerian football league for women, but it's like amateur league, which is Division 2. And then the professional one, like a level up one, is Division 1. So it was a big thing for me that, I'm already moving. I mean, it was like I was already growing in this part.
By 2014, Tara had everything going for her. She got selected for Airtel Rising Stars, a national talent hunt for young footballers. But her story mirrors that of many gifted athletes in Nigeria, full of promise until the system got in their way.
I decided to step away from professional football in 2014. That was right after Airtel Rising Stars. The challenges in playing football in Nigeria as a girl would be politics that plays in there. Different coaches with their players that want to like push their player forward. So if you don't have enough support from people, maybe outside or in the game, you may not really get to where you want to get to on time.
During matches, during camps, Tara witnessed the politics firsthand. Coaches picking favorites, promising players like how we benched, and just like that, the dream started to fade.
In those days, at preliminary levels, the sports official don't really scout much. And I think if they had done that, probably she would have gone into professional football if they did that. I've been involved in sports, school sports, a long time, and I'm not sure I've seen anybody quite as good in female football.
Football didn't work out, but if there's one thing you learn about Tara, is that she doesn't sit still. When one part closes, another opens. And when football couldn't take her any further, she didn't give up. She pivoted. Because for Tara, financial independence wasn't optional. It was urgent.
I have not actually mentioned football alone. I talk about her intelligence. So that intelligence, I think, was the main driving force while on the field and even in the class. So I believe everything she does, that driving force is still there for her to be able to maneuver and excel.
The same drive followed her off the field and into something interesting. A cone, some paste, and a steady hand.
I started doing henna when I was in just 2, I think, around 11 years.
Henna is a reddish-brown or black dye obtained from the dry leaves of the henna plant. It's commonly used for temporary body art.
For the henna process, it's not something really hard. We get the powder and mix into like a paste form. You pour into a cone-like nylon. It's going to be like a passage through which a thin paste can come out from. And that's where you can draw, create your designs, take thin lines, curves, and forms. It was this time when my neighbor brought the henna ink and wanted someone to help her design her body. She tried other people and one of those people just said, why are you disturbing? You should have told this person like me to help do it because they know I'm good with drawing.
Those early designs happened on balconies, in living rooms, on laps, one neighbor at a time, all while Tara was building a promising football career.
I started growing my business right from when I started at age 11, when I was going from salons to salon. There was this turnabout for me, which was in 2014 when I met Auntie Biola, Auntie Ronke. They were like neighbors. When they knew about me doing Henna, they were like, oh, it's something you can be going to school, like Unilag campus, to do. And since you are even trying to like get into Unilag, going there will encourage you.
They took her to the female hostels at the University of Lagos, Unilag. That's where she found her first real client base. The students there loved her work, and soon, word started to spread.
It was in the hostel I met a client. Her name is Wumi King. Thank you, Wumi, because she was the one that somehow introduced me to Simi. And so when I did Simi's Henna, she was kind enough to like tag me, and that blew up the whole thing because other people, other celebrities saw it. Chidema Akile, she saw it. Yeah, I did her Henna, and when we met, I don't know, they were kind to me and they kept tagging. And I've been meeting nice people just that way.
Social media was crucial to Tara's business growth. She had to get creative. From mixing powders to wrapping cones, she was no longer just an artist. She was now a business owner. Every detail mattered. Every post was intentional. And none of it would have worked without her clients. Kind ones, loyal ones.
I met Tara in December 2023. A friend of mine, she's like me, she's very expressive with her body. And I'd seen the henna that Tara done for her. And I said to her, who does your henna? She gave me Tara's number. Tara personalizes your henna for you. So it's not just about go on her page and copy. She makes it yours. So even if she's drawing inspiration from something you pointed out, she'll make sure that by the time she's done, it's yours.
My favorite thing about Shure is she's really sweet. Despite the age difference, and Shure will still talk to me like I'm a friend.
Tara had big dreams for her business, and by learning from people like Shure Martins, she expanded.
For the semi-permanent tattoo, I went to learn the brows in 2020. In 2024, which was last year, I went on to learn the semi-permanent tattoo, which is the body art. For semi-permanent, we are using like a biodegradable pigment, which doesn't go beyond the epidermis. So the pigment over time wears off and it goes back to normal.
That wasn't all. She learned some sticky business next.
So the difference between the sugar waxing and the regular waxing, which is the hard wax, is that sugar wax is natural. We use sugar and lemon to make the wax. It is safe on the skin. You can be sure that even when the wax gets stuck on your body, you can easily remove it because it's soluble, like water soluble, unlike the hard wax.
By expanding her services to include sugar waxing, Tara opened her doors to even more clients.
My name is Tomisin Oluwatomisin. I'm a fashion entrepreneur, the CEO of Oluwatomisin Woman Clothing, and we have 2 stores, one at Opebi, one at Zikoko.
About Miss Tomisin, she's a good client, and most of the time she does waxing.
Tara, her work is meticulous, and when she's working on you, she engages you. She has conversations with you. She's constantly saying, sorry ma, sorry ma, sorry ma. She tries to gist you, like engage you, so that gets your mind off whatever discomfort that you're going through.
Entrepreneurship isn't easy. It demands energy, risk, patience, but it gives you one thing in return: freedom.
You want to be the boss, taking over, taking charge. You can decide to take up another skill tomorrow at your own time.
Still, even with all the freedom, the struggle is real.
Trying to gather enough to achieve my dream about this business, because I started from somewhere and I have like bigger dreams for it. But getting the resources to make that happen can be quite challenging because of the economy and other things around me that I think, oh, it's my responsibility to take care of. So that is not even giving me the chance to do these things, like to achieve the dreams yet. What motivates me to keep going when things are tough would be people I'm surrounded with, because God has been so good. Aside my family, I have other people that are always looking out for me.
My name is Rodia Rufai. I work in the human resources field. I particularly specialize in learning and development and a little bit of employee engagement and welfare. I'd seen Tara's work on some of my cousins and nieces before I met her. I was quite impressed, and her artwork was very impeccable. So I was like, wow, who is this? And I think she was talking to my aunt about one particular investment she wants to do, how she's in school. And I'm like, why is she doing all of these things and then she's doing that? So, I mean, I like, who is this amazing person? I didn't know that we're going to actually become friends after. How I would describe my relationship with my Sarah, I would say now we have like a siblingship or sistership kind of relationship.
My first impression of would be addressing like, oh, this is a Muslimah. Cute. She was quite cool, quiet, until maybe later when she changed it.
Something about Sarah that people might not notice about her, right? Outside our bold and this hardworking face and all, I would say she's very empathetic. She goes above and beyond for people.
Maybe that's the thing about Tara. She's always been many things at once. Strong and soft, bold and kind, a fighter and a giver. And somewhere between all those layers, Tara made room for one more dream, a degree, a backup plan, proved to herself that she could do anything.
Getting into a university wasn't my thing when I was in secondary school. Even when others were talking about life after secondary school, I would always not be in that conversation because I never even thought of it. I was all about football at that time. And when Mr. Richard came into picture, it was one that made school interest me more.
She finally got accepted in 2018 into Unilag's Distance Learning Institute to study business administration.
If I have exams coming up, I try to reduce the bookings.
These days, Tara balances the demands of running her growing business with the final stretch of her university journey. Luckily, she isn't doing it all alone. Her lecturer, Professor Ereton, has been a steady source of support.
My advice to young women trying to start their own business would be, do not stop. You have to keep pushing. Even if things are getting tough, you have to be out there. In entrepreneurship, you can't get a stable, a fixed income. Sometimes it is very high, sometimes it is mid, and sometimes it is low. So it is just how you now get to balance everything so that maybe at the time you have the low income, the high income time has already covered up and then it balances. And yeah, you just have to know what you're doing with your finances.
Today, Tara earns a living through many paths, but henna was her starting point, the very first skill that brought money into her hands.
Henna to me would be life savior aside just being a business, because henna came and I was able to get some things done, to sort some things even when my parents are not there to do it.
Henna wasn't just art, it was agency. With it, Tara paid for what once felt out of reach. She created value where there was none. It was her first step toward independence, her first taste of financial freedom.
I wanted streams of income, and it has always been a thing for me to learn at least one thing every year.
Even as her business grew, Tara never let go of her first love, football. And now, she dreams of giving others the same push she once received.
I see myself doing the role Mr. Richard did in my life, nurturing talents and encouraging, supporting. If I have the capability to do that, I would definitely do it.
But beyond giving back, Tara is also filling a gap she once saw clearly. a lack of women with visible economic power.
I would say financial independence, what it means to me is you are able to control your finances. Even as at last year, I still enrolled into a finance course. And yeah, it has been helping so far. It talks about investments, how you can hold your money and diverse your finances.
And today, after years of hustle and learning, Tara has what many women around her never had a chance to claim: real, self-made, economic power.
I wish to have an empire where I will have working clients coming to get their henna done, and maybe I have other beauty sector, which is waxing, corner. I have semi-permanent room, and I have people that are working and then I've trained well enough to deliver just like Henna by Tara would.
We asked her to look back to the little girl going salon to salon, chasing coins and color. The girl who dreamed in football chants and henna cones.
To my younger self, I would say you've done well enough. You were, you were strong. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I think I pushed myself as a young girl. And yeah, the push paid. And I'm happy about that. I won't go to where I want to be, but at least, yeah, I could see the change I've made. That's it for me.
Those who've walked alongside Tara, friends, clients, mentors, they all carry a version of her. And when they speak, the picture becomes clearer.
I don't want to get personal, but she looks after everyone around her. She's a good person.
She's a very kind girl that always, you can't be dull when you're around with her.
What I think about her, I think she's a very tenacious girl. I think she's driven. I admire her determination to be very successful, and I hold her in high esteem.
She has a lot of talent. And the focus, like I said, is on kind is extraordinary. And she's intelligent. I don't think there's any limit to what she can achieve. And I hope in the next few years, she will be an outstanding entrepreneur, a millionaire, maybe even a billionaire with her own businesses. Yes, she can actually achieve that.
If I have to describe Tara in 3 words, I would say she's hardworking and smart, because that'd be 1 word. Yeah, I mean, everybody knows Tara is hardworking, she's smart. I would also say she's very bold and passionate about what she does. Yeah. And I would say she's fun. Also, she can be fun when she wants to be. She can be fun when she wants to be.
Tara's story is still unfolding. She's gone from football fields to henna cones, from setbacks to small victories. But she has never stopped moving. If there's one thing she's shown us, is that the dream doesn't always look the way you imagined. But if you keep going, it will still lead you home.